Hi everyone, this is Anita from Anita Talks History and Genealogy, and I just wanted to stop by and share with you all, you know, about the circus that's out of town for the weekend. Um, I believe the circus has returned to Mar-a-Lago. Um, Wondering if he's going to celebrate Martin Luther King's uh, birthday. Anyway, shout out to MLK, one of our very esteemed leaders, African American leaders, American leaders, who spoke to the world. He spoke peace, and he was our hero, and still is our hero. And his words continue to resonate. And, you know, the truth pushed to the ground will rise, and it continues to rise. And I just want to encourage us that there has been a lot of um, suffering going on with indigenous people, with people who are considered immigrants to this country, who came here seeking seeking freedom, uh, thinking that this was a place, a democracy, uh, and it may be, but it's not black and brown people's democracy. And we, the people who have been here for over 400 years, our ancestors suffered. Our the indigenous ancestors in my family suffered. Their stories and their lives were wiped out. They were moved around. They were traumatized. Their children were taken and sent to boarding schools, to mission schools. Not only the Catholics, there were other schools. Like I have ancestors who uh, were sent to Methodist boarding schools. You know, um, so this is the reality that we live with as we sit here now and look at ICE and the Border Patrol in our communities. And it is heartbreaking that every time we make one step, that they come in with their evil, hateful, destructive ways and try to push us back 10 steps. But we're not going to stop. We're not going to let evil, darkness, greed, capitalism, and this warped worldview stop us from moving forward. And you know, so what I also think about this, I have a petition going around. I'm trying to get signatures on it so that we can demand that ICE, those people who are showing up in our communities with masks on, hiding their faces because they're so ashamed of what they're doing, that they show proof of vetting before they are allowed in our communities. I mean that they stop by the local police department, sheriff's department, even if we have to set up our own office to vet these people, to make sure that these people have had criminal background checks, have passed criminal background checks, have passed psych evaluations, that they are not sex offenders. Excuse me, sex offenders and anyone with a criminal background is forbidden by law from carrying a weapon. So are people who have mental health issues. That's why they're supposed to take and pass a psych eval. And they also should not have any hate crimes on their record. We must continue to demand that these people not be allowed in our community, not be allowed to just come in and like the Gestapo taking over our communities. This is a country that is run on our tax dollars. So we are not supposed to be paying our own oppressor, although that's another show because some of us have been paying our own oppressors. But we're talking about these people right now and what they're doing throughout our throughout our country, being sent into blue states or blue cities, and we want to to demand from our elected officials that no matter how they do it, that they stop these people from coming into our communities without showing even a badge with their name and their number, because law enforcement is supposed to have a name and a number on it, who they're with, and they also must show that they've been vetted, that they have passed background checks, they had a psych eval, that they are not convicted sex offenders, that they are not, they do not have mental health issues, they don't have any hate crimes on their records. This is what I am saying. I'm putting it out into the universe. I have a petition that I'm attaching to this on my post, and I also have a GoFundMe because I want to be able to have the funds to get these petitions to the people that we need to get them to get these petitions signed, to get these petitions in every state, because I'm only in one state, but we need to have the petitions in newspapers throughout this country, and I also want people to join me in this effort. Do not let Trump or any of his officials shut you up, shut us up. We need to take back our country block by block, and we need to make sure that there are laws, that the laws that are in place are being obeyed from the top down. And if DJT is not obeying the laws, then he should be impeached. I don't care if you do the 25th Amendment. I don't care what y'all do, but we need to get our country back. You know, we need to get our country back, and we need officials who represent us in office. We do not need people who are robbing us blind running this country. Okay, that is my TED Talk for today. Thank you.